Hello, welcome to another chore day vlog. Fun fact, I had you on a different tripod, like a different handheld tripod, and it broke as soon as I put the camera on it. Thankfully, my instinct is to throw things at myself, so the camera fell off, and I just kind of hucked it up my chest, and I caught it, so the camera didn't fall, but this tripod broke, so I'm going to throw it out rather than ever trust it ever again. Like, I'm sure it could be fixed. Not worth it, not worth my camera. You know, I'd rather throw out a $15 handheld tripod than, break my camera. So today we're just gonna do chore day stuff. You seem to like this vlog the last time I did it, and that was months ago at this point. So we're gonna do it again. All I've done so far is wash my face. We're gonna go make a coffee because I want some. And then I have to check my plants and see who needs watering. I'm gonna have to scoop the cat litter today, and I have to clean the fish tank, which is the bane of my existence, but I can tell that it's starting to look not happy. You know, I probably clean the fish tank more often than a lot of other sort of, you know, passive betta fish owners do. Like, I know people are kind of not great to their betta fish, whatever. But I love Henry, so I'm going to clean his fish tank today. Yeah, I've been looking on Amazon all morning, like, after I wash my face for an eyebrow prosthetic, because I want to do a Krampus Halloween. I want to do a Krampus look for Christmas, but I really want, like, an eyebrow prosthetic to, like, really get these out. And I really can't find one, so I'm going to have to also spend a chunk of this day watching videos on how to make my own prosthetic, because that's what we're going to have to do. And then I have to buy, like, a beard and a thing. And then, kind of, the frustrating thing about Krampus is, like, in the movie, which, by the way, I love the Krampus movie. It's campy, and it's silly, and I love it. But they don't really show him a lot, and that's sort of, like, the positive of the movie. And when Mikey from Glamigore did her Krampus look, she made a big chin prosthetic so that her mouth can hang open, because his does that. I'm not going to bother doing that. That's too much work. Like, I'm a beginner. But I definitely want the protruding eyebrows, just to make my eyes look more sunken in and creepy. And if I can make Christmas creepy, like, that's what I'm going to do. I've been talking so much, and I just want to go make a coffee. Let's go make a coffee. Okay, I don't know if I've ever shown you how I make my phenomenal, amazing coffee. I actually don't even like getting Tim Hortons actual beverages anymore, because I like the coffee that I make better. So it's 3 scoops of this Tim Hortons instant French vanilla cappuccino. You can buy this at the grocery store, even though they don't always have them. I'm about halfway through this tin, and one of those Amazon packages in my room is 2 more. I actually bought mostly Christmas presents in this Amazon order. The only things that were for me were, wow, the kettle was loud, were 2 more cans of this Tim Hortons, and a hanger for my fake ponytail. That's it. Everything else in there is Christmas presents. You should be proud of me for not being selfish for once. So, there we go. And then we take this Nescafe French vanilla. My dad put me onto this stuff. It's amazing. And we just take kind of like half-ish a tablespoon of that, a third of a tablespoon, and you just add that in there. And that, my friends, is the best French vanilla e-coffee in the world. I also don't add any, like, if you wanted it creamier, you could have milk or creamer or whatever. I don't do that. I'm developing a lactose intolerance as I get older, which is a lot of fun. So I just, shut up, Jim. So I just use the water from the kettle. And that's it. That's all. Look at these 2 zits in the middle of my forehead. It's so annoying. They're like the twins from The Shining. The other thing about making my coffee like this is I always have to make sure that I put the Nestle coffee in after the Tim Hortons coffee, because it's bigger chunks, whereas the Tim Hortons is more like a fine powder. And if the Nestle's on the bottom, I can't ever get it to mix in properly. But if it's on top, I can. I'm sure there's a science to that. I just don't know it. I used to be good at science. And then I got older, and I'm not smart enough for these things anymore. There was this post on Instagram or something, I think, and it was like, this can't be the same brain that used to read 3 books a week for fun in middle school. And, like, honestly, I feel the same way. I used to do so many smart people things for fun, and now I'm just like, all the time. Okay, how am I going to carry my camera and my coffee back? That was an oversight on my part. Lena, are you still sleeping? But it's morning time. It's morning time, kitten. She's so soft. Hello. So I watched a Jay the Libra. She just uploaded a video. So I watched it all, and it was over an hour. And in that time, I finished the coffee that I just made. So I'm thinking about making another one, but it might make me feel gross. But in the time, I have the news on in the background. I hope you don't mind. I mean, a lot of people like to talk about how they turn the news off when it feels like too much. But like, what about those of us who work in news? Like, I have to know, you know. But I have to water a couple of my plants. My Monstera definitely needs it. I wonder if I can get you to see. Let me go get it. You can really tell when a plant needs water when you pick it up and it weighs nothing. Can you see? Yes, you can see. Look at this poor leaf. But it goes so far down, I don't want to pull it. I'll leave it for now. I feel like I've lost a lot of dirt in here. Maybe I should add some more. Just like a little bit, you know?
Electoral vote between the two, 306-232. 306-232 is what we had 4 years ago, and it sort of reinforces the point that I've been trying to make here, which is the 2016 election was not an outlier. This is a country that is divided along the lines we've been divided on, and Joe Biden won because he put together Hillary Clinton's vote and the none of the above vote from 4 years ago. He decided, I don't know if I want another 4 years of this. I'm going to go with Joe Biden.
I want to show
and won.
In the heart of America. With the campaign over, it's time to put the anger and the harsh rhetoric behind us and come together as a nation. It's time for America to unite and to heal. We are the United States of America, and there's nothing we can't do if we do it together. So there you see again.
There we go.
With a challenge on the left within the Democratic Party, but the empathy, the fact that he was so policy directed, which comes from his whole career during COVID, which I think long and how far Republicans are going to be willing to entertain that. Clearly, current President Trump has a lot of support. There were a lot of Americans who voted for him here, but I'm not sure that there's going to be sustained support for that. And in those closing days, Joe Biden would often say, this is a fight for the soul of the nation. And the nation has spoken. Welcome to the Biden headquarters in Wellington, Delaware. Kristen, good morning.
Okay, I did it. I cleaned the fish tank. Woo! I was going to do it on camera for you, but I figured some crazy fish person would find this video eventually and get mad at me for doing it wrong. Because I truly don't know what I'm doing when I'm cleaning the fish tank. But pretty much I just take everything out, rinse it off. I did about a third water change. I'm still watching CBS. Apparently Joe Biden's going to be the next president of the United States. Yay! I guess. Not that either candidate was particularly great, but we'll take Mr. Biden over Mr. Trump, that's for sure. Right, Henry? Isn't that right, Henry? It still looks cloudy, because that's what happens when you stir up fish water and you don't change all of it, you just change about a third of it. But I rinsed off the media in the back, and I rinsed off the filter because it's not time to change it yet. And I rinsed off all the stuff and got all the food out of it that was stuck in there, and used my little, I have like a fish turkey baster, it's that right there. And you stick it in the gravel and kind of stir it up, and it picks up all the waste that's in the gravel. I hate doing it, but I did it because I'm a good fish mom. And there's the boy. Hello, Roger. How are you? Hello, Roger. And then, of course, there's Miss Sleepyhead over here. Aren't you Miss Sleepyhead? Huh? Over here napping all day. Going from bugging Grandma to napping. Huh? Huh? I have the bestest big sister in the world because she's brushing my extensions for me. Right, Sam? Don't you love me?
Yes.
Yay! And no, I don't wear them, but that's because they were so knotted and I couldn't get through them.
To be fair, they are very hard to brush.
Exactly, it's hard to brush. I'm as big as them.
I have full regular range of motion and I'm still having a hard time. I did get that knot out though. I'm not looking forward to doing the ponytail extension.
The ponytail won't be as bad because I actually did stuff on that one first. This one, however, it needed help. And I bought little hangers so that it's not just going to be crumpled in the INH bag anymore. Look at that silky black hair. It's not even going to match my hair right now, but that's okay. Because my hair's so faded.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think I'm too late to catch it on camera. You really can't tell anymore. Oh, there's a little bit sticking out, but Roger just caught a cricket. I tried to only put 2 in here. And I thought I saw 2 in here. But then I was just sitting here. And then there was one on the table here beside me. And I freaked out. You see all this powder? Like, freaked out. Like, that's why Lena's out. Because she was trying to help me catch it. I ended up catching it, and I threw it back in here. And that's the one Roger just caught. Which, unfortunately, I think means unless it got out. I truly don't know how it could have got out. Like, after I put the crickets in, I didn't open the door again. So that means that there's 3 crickets in here, and they're big, and he's just a little guy. So I hope he's going to be okay. I hope they don't attack him. Although he did just eat one, so I don't know. The other day I gave him 2, by the other day I mean like a week ago, I gave him 2 bigger crickets, and he ate them both, and he was like super jazzed about it after. So I'm hoping he finds the other 2 in there and eats them just fine. Unless there was only 2 in there to begin with, and somehow that second one just escaped. But I'm telling you, I thought I saw both crickets in there, and then I was just sitting here, and I could see this cricket, and they're like big, so I backed up, and I tried to grab it with the tweezers, and it jumped at me anyway, and I like almost peed my pants. Like, I wish I could lie to you, but I can't, and I almost peed my pants. And it's just, they're just creepy. They give me the heebie-jeebies, and I'm never going to be able to sleep again because I have goosebumps all over my body because a cricket jumped at me. And fortunately, Lena was here to help me catch it because she kind of blocked all the unders because she was sitting there, and she kind of helped me catch it. She's a good kitty. And then I managed to pick it up from the floor. Here she is. Look at her. Oh, my moose fell. But yeah, she's a good kitty laying in her cube. I actually bought this cube at Dollarama, so if you ever want a cube like this for your cat or your dog, honestly, our small dog Zoe, she likes it too. It's from Dollarama. It cost me $4. Shut up, chair. But yeah, I have the heebie-jeebies now, and I'm never going to be able to sleep again. But the positive thing is that, I caught the cricket, and I threw it in. And I have the heebie-jeebies now. Like, I'm completely goosebumpy. But I caught it, and I know that that one's the one that Roger ate because it only had 1 life. Where did the other ones go? Hello. I just woke up. Look at my face, looks so red and swollen. I did wash my face, that's why my shirt's wet. I really feel like I need a wider lens. Like, I'm kind of holding you as far as my arm can go away from my face, but I still feel like I'm too close. Anyway, ColourPop announced their collab with Raw Beauty Kristi yesterday. And it's beautiful, and I love it, and I would love to support Kristi, and this palette is so cute. It reminds me, like, it makes me think of Taylor Swift's Folklore album. But after the Hocus Pocus disaster, I just can't do a ColourPop launch again. I won't do it. If you don't know, well, first off, earlier in the year, before there was even a pandemic, I tried to buy the entirety of the Sailor Moon collection when it launched. It has since, like, come back, and it's all there now, but that's not the point. I tried to buy it all when it launched, and the website just kept spinning. Like, the website, it just doesn't work properly, and it kept spinning and spinning, and I ended up not being able to get the whole collection, which was really unfortunate. But with the Hocus Pocus collection, like, they should have known launching a Hocus Pocus collection in October that it was going to be big. And the first time, like, we completely broke the website. And it took ColourPop, like, 2 hours to announce that they were just kind of canceling the launch and they would try again the following day. So that's like all of us trying actively for 2 hours to get the website to work, and it wouldn't work. But then I was like, okay, like, listen, it happens. We'll try again tomorrow. The website still wasn't right, though, because the next day when it launched, I put the Mary Sanderson set in my cart. I didn't even want the whole thing. I just wanted the Mary set. And I was going to do a video on it when it came in. And I put the set in my cart, and I check out, and then it makes you do like one of those little captchas, like you click all the pictures that have streetlights in them or something, and it kept like it would load, and then it would error, and then I would have to do the captcha again, and then it would load, and then it would error. And I saw on Twitter at the time that I wasn't the only one that this was happening to, and then eventually it just like it would load and it would error, and it would load and it would error, and it would put me back in line, and then it would load and it would error, and then eventually the Mary Sanderson kit was just sold out. So I guess other people were able to buy it, but for some reason it just kept telling me that I was doing the capture wrong, and I wasn't. And other people I saw were having that problem too. So that was like 2 hours of my day the first day, and then 24 hours of thinking about it, and then I must have taken another 2 hours trying to buy that set. And I was like right on time too. It was, well, I didn't take 2 hours the second time. I took probably half an hour before it was sold out. It was just annoying. Like, if you're going to do a big launch, be ready for it. And judging from the response to this Raw Beauty Christie set, like, it's going to be big too. So, I love Chrissy, but I'm not. My psyche doesn't want me to do another ColourPop launch, so we're not going to bother doing that. I have next week off from my job, and I haven't taken a week off since I went to New Zealand with my time off last year. And I have no idea what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do when I'm not working? So I'm trying to come up with, like, a project that I can do. And I think I'm going to do, like, oh, don't focus on the window, focus on me. I think I'm going to do a face cast so that I can build makeup prosthetics and stuff not on my actual face. Like, this is empty. I'll just pour the rest in. You know what I mean? So I can build prosthetics not on my own face. I can build them on something else, let them dry, and then put them on. So I don't have any money. Like, I literally have $30 in the bank account. But I think I need to go to Michael's and get those plaster strips so that I can, like, plaster Paris my face. And then I have actual plaster that I can pour in after. Like, use the plaster strips face mask as a mold, and then... Like, I have all of the equipment, I think, to make a face cast. I just don't have the plaster strips, and they're like $5. So, as much as it pains me to go to Michael's when I know it's going to be all Christmas, I might have to do that, and maybe today, because I just want to get it done, you know? Like, that part of it done, because that's the not fun part. I hate plaster on my face. And it's going to take a couple days to dry, and then plaster mold, like the plaster in the mold, will take a couple days to dry. I also really need cat litter, but I have to order that because I am not strong enough to carry it back myself. I get paid on Friday, and today's Tuesday, so I guess once I can make it to Friday, I'll be okay, but I might have to go to Michael's today so that I can, because the thing is that when I make a face cast, each step is going to take a couple of days to dry, so I would like to do the plaster today if I can. There was just a bunch of Halloween looks that I wanted to do this year, right? That I never got a chance to do because I couldn't find prosthetics for it. Like, I really wanted... Sam and I really wanted to turn her into the creature from the Black Lagoon, but I couldn't find gills. And then, I really want to do Krampus, but I really want, like, a protruding brow and protruding cheekbones and that sort of thing. And, like, realistically, I could build it up on myself with cotton and latex, but I just feel like it'd be so much easier to do it not on my body. You know what I mean? To do it on something else. And if you have a face cast, like, you know it'll fit. Like, this cheek is particularly bulbous. Like, if I do it on a face cast, it'll have that. And so, therefore, I know it'll fit me perfectly, you know? I don't know. I really don't want to have a face cast of myself lying around because that's terrifying, but I just feel like this is the easiest way to do prosthetics. And then next Halloween, I can turn myself into more fun creatures and stuff. I have something terrible to show you. Look at this. Because of the way my plants are arranged on the little plant stand on the floor, my Monstera Addisonii and my Neopothos are doing so well, and they're growing so big that they grew completely on top of this plant, and I didn't even see it, and I can't tell you the last time I watered this. This poor plant. Look at it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. But it's so weird, okay? Like, this was sold to me as a begonia, but I'm pretty sure it's a peperonia. And I know you can't always trust the little stakes that are in plants. But as a plant newbie, I rely on those little stakes. And it's also weird because these don't feel, like when you haven't watered a plant, I thought they were supposed to feel dry and crispy. But these feel like soggy, so maybe it was overwatered, but I really don't think I have watered it in like at least months. But the soil isn't even dry. Anyway, I'm taking it out of that little hole there. I'm going to add some new topsoil. We're going to pull all the ones that are falling off. Like, just give each little individual thing the gentlest tug and see which ones come off, you know? Because there are some new ones growing, so this plant isn't dead. Just depressing looking, because these used to all stand up. Yeah, it doesn't feel dry. It feels like soggy, which doesn't make sense. I think it's just dry though. So I am going to go add some more soil and then water this, and then I'll find a new spot for this so that it's closer to a light. I'm a bad plant mom. Okay, don't judge me for the state of this table. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. We're just going to take a little bit of tropical soil and try to not bury the leaves in it. Try to get it under the leaves. This is really off topic, but tomorrow is Remembrance Day. And I have to, it's my yearly tradition, I have to go to the local cenotaph and live stream it for my job. Oh, I just got dirt all over the floor, cute. And I don't get to go down there to that area very often anymore now that I'm working from home. And one of the plant stores is right by it. So, like, what if I go to the plant store after? You know? That's something I could do. Okay, so I think that's enough new dirt in there and on the floor. So we're just gonna use this to kind of get some of the extra dirt off the main stems. And then make sure I have the soil nice and aerated. Yeah, Elena, what's up? You want more food and water? Is that what you're trying to do? You can't have more food. It's not food time, but I'll refill your water dish as soon as I'm done this. Alright, here we go. Oh, knocking the crickets at the same time. And that's the rest of my watering can for the day. The coolest thing about the fact that this is planted in like a solo cup is that I can see the water on the sides. So we'll leave that in there for now, and then I'll dump the water out of the saucer, and then I'll find a brighter spot for this plant, I guess. Okay, so little known fact about my chair, but my headrest is destroyed, but the actual fabric that the seat is made out of is so uncomfortable. Like, it leaves little, like, holes in my legs. So one of the best things about this blanket that I bought at Spirit Halloween is I can fold it under my legs to save them from the pattern on the seat. Today, there are 50 new cases of COVID-19 in Niagara. And now I'm second-guessing my thought earlier that I'm going to go to Michael's later. I mean, I need to go to Michael's to get one thing. I need those plaster Paris strips. That's it. They're $10. They're in aisle 25. Like, I know exactly where they are. You just go in and get them. I even checked online. They're still in stock. But, like, it's so scary, especially for someone like me. Like, I don't want to go all the way. Is there some other way I can make prosthetics without doing a face cast? Every other way that I've seen people do it on the internet without doing a face cast is, like, really, like, you have to be talented. And I'm just not in that way. Like, I don't know how to make the reverse of the shape I want to make so that I can make a mold. Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't have those skills. That's why it'd be so much easier if I had a face cast, but I don't have a face cast. And I really don't want to build it on my own actual face because that's so much more difficult. If you've ever seen any of my Halloween videos, you know how much I hate using liquid latex, and I just feel like it'd be so much easier if I use liquid latex not on my face, you know? But, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go. I don't want to get COVID, but I just need the strips. Okay, here we go. I've made the decision, for better or worse, to go to Michael's. My mask is in my purse, don't worry. I do have to wear it on the way to the bus stop. I just feel like this is the right day to do the plaster thing, so I'll just go in and get it, and then go to Starbucks and come home. But I came on camera right now because I wanted to say, why is it so nice out? This is winter. Well, it's not winter yet. This is November 10th, though. And it's like summer weather out here. Like, I'm wearing a shirt and pants, and I feel like I should have worn a skirt or a dress. Weird. As fate would have it, this is aisle 25, the aisle that I need, that has Mod Podge and plaster. And look what's just outside aisle 25. The 70% off leftover Halloween stuff. This wreath is so cute, and it's 70% off. It was expensive before. I wonder what 70% off 130 is. I wish Sam was here. The Vampire Kids costume. A lot of just plateware and that sort of thing. Oh, a little zombie couple. Look at them. That could be us, but you playing. What's on this side? Ratatouille. Evil Ratatouille. Miscellaneous skeletons and stuff. At least there was some Halloween stuff left, right? Oh, what's this boo kit? That's so cute. I have to admit, I think this thing is cute. I think it's a candle holder. What does it say? Yeah, candle holder. Love that. But that's it. Look, I found things of child-sized Halloween fake nails. I mean, I said Halloween. LOL. Christmas. How big are my nails? That's not much bigger or smaller than my nail. I'm having a hard time talking. Yo, $4.99. Is it just those 4 styles? I have to admit, I quite like the lights. Looks like it's just those 4 styles, but that's cool. Look, it's Lena. Lena. This store is completely covered in Christmas, but this aisle has little animals, and I thought they were cute. So I thought I would show you. I'm not going to show you all the Christmas, because there's just too much. We'd be here forever. Oh my gosh! Look, they made, like... There's a black Santa, and a white Santa, and then there's, like, a mid-tone Santa. Look at that! Good job, Michael's inclusion! Oh, they even made, like, the Nutcracker girls in different skin tones. Oh... This is how it should have been from the beginning. I love it. Oh my god, should we do Gingerbread House Building Part 2? There's a Trolls one, and I think there's an Oreo one on the other side. Let's go look. Yep. Because it went so well for me the first time, right? If you haven't seen that video, you should watch it on my channel. Some people said it was funny. Okay, so I went all the way to Michael's, and I bought plaster strips. I have this bulb cap that's from Dollarama that I bought because I was going to use it for Halloween this year, and then I just never did it. Which is a testament to how terrible I am as a YouTuber. So, what I was gonna do with this bulb cap originally was turn myself into Dr. Finkelstein. But now we're gonna use it to protect my hair. I'm not doing the whole process just now, because we haven't even eaten dinner yet, and I know that the plaster has to sit on my face for 20 minutes to dry, but I just gotta figure out, I don't have to put a bulb cap on nicely. I'm just using it mainly to protect the front of my head, or the front of my hair rather, especially because my hair is so bleached it's already compromised, so we're gonna take care of it. One of the videos I watched, the girl use the bulb cap and she actually stuck it down around the outside edges with liquid latex. I'm either gonna do that or I'm gonna use spirit gum. I feel like I have to put my hair back in like a low ponytail first, right? And then when I have the bulb cap on and I'm going to do the plaster, I'm going to have to cut out the audio because I really need to watch something while I do that. I'm going to have to sit here motionless and soundless for 20 minutes with my mouth shut. And I'm just such a blabbermouth that I don't know if I can do that. Some liquid latex. only a little bit out because this is what we're going to use to build the prosthetics on once I have the face cast. You know, this is a Dollarama bald cap, but it actually doesn't feel terrible. Like, it doesn't have to look perfect anywhere except for on my forehead. Something like this. Fill a small container with warm water. This is a small container. You know what? This is Vaseline. Let's Vaseline first. Like my ball cap?
No.
They just put The Possession of Hannah Grace on Netflix, and it looks like a terrible movie, but it also looks frightening. Now I'm gonna watch Unsolved Mysteries while we do this part. So here's where the sound goes. Hello. I kind of forgot I was shooting a video, but I managed to get the mask off, obviously, and then I went in the shower right after. No harm done by taking the mask off. I think if you're one of my subscribers who watches all of my videos, thank you, and I love you, you're the best. But I do think I'm going to take some of this, making the mask footage, and make it into like a how I made my face cast video, you know what I mean? Because that's how I sort of learned how to make it the way that I'm making it, is through other people's videos, so I don't know, I just want to add my video to the fray. So you'll see some of that footage, like of me putting it on, and that sort of thing, again in the future. Probably the very near future, probably like next week, lol. I didn't take any video of me taking it off because my hands were covered in plaster. I didn't want to get plaster on my camera. And I see right now I did, right by the off button. Even though I thought I had done that with cleanish hands. Oh well. And, anyway, I got out of the shower. I came in here. I noticed the cricket container was, like, just disgusting. It's been a while since I cleaned it in the cricket's defense. But I couldn't leave it like that. This is pretty much empty at this point, but I am just gonna keep it. It's probably got another good singular use in it, right? I feel bad. I feel like every time I shoot a video, I'm cleaning the cricket container for you. And my camera's dying out. This will be the second battery killed shooting this video. Anyway, that's about it for me for today. See you tomorrow morning for Remembrance Day. Every year on Remembrance Day, it's some kind of inclement weather. Like last year, it was fine, and then it just started snowing. And it was snowing like into my face as I sat outside with the camera. And this year, again, it looks fine. Like, look at the leaves. It looks like a beautiful autumn day. But it's supposed to rain cats and dogs, like, any minute. So I have my big umbrella. Because it's outside, I don't think I had to wear a mask, but I have a mask with me just in case. I don't know what their rules and precautions will be, but I will follow whatever they say. I also don't have a poppy, but I figure my sweater kind of looks poppy-ish. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for the bus and then go to Remembrance Day. And then probably go to Starbucks after. Look, I'm home. I gotta say, having not been out of the house and interacted with, like, I've been out of the house, but I haven't really interacted with other people, like, it's exhausting. Like, I haven't really talked to other people other than the ones that I live with since March. Like, I came home and I could have just passed out immediately, but I still had to keep working. You should be so proud of me because the plant store was right there and I didn't go. I used all of my willpower, and instead I went to Starbucks and Taco Bell. That's willpower these days. This is the mask. I feel like I'm gonna let it sit for another day or so, just to really, really hear. I might put, I don't know, like, should I put another level of plaster over the eyes? I feel like you can see through them too much. I don't want, like, when I put the actual plaster on, I don't want it to soak through and, like, go through the little holes, you know, but I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, no, it definitely needs another day or so of drying. I'm just kind of looking forward to being done. I I know that once I have the plaster in and then it comes out, I'm gonna have to sand it down in some spots because, like, these are just plaster, like, strips, right? Like, it's not perfect. There's little holes and stuff, little imperfections where I didn't quite get the stuff perfect. But the nice thing is, because they're imperfections and they're indents, there'll be sticky outy bits in the plaster. So it should be easy enough to fix with just sandpaper, or in my case, an emery board. And then we'll finish it with Mod Podge. I'm hoping that'll be next week's video, like how I built my face cast. If it's not, then it's because I failed. But anyway, it's now Wednesday night, so I'm gonna have to stop this vlog here so that I can edit it and get it up in time for Friday, which I just realized Friday, the day this video is going up, is Friday the 13th. So I'm gonna spend as much of the day as possible watching Friday the 13th movies with my big Jason plushie. You know, why do I keep doing this thing? I don't know why my hand is doing that. I was really bummed. I don't think I mentioned this before, but the Remembrance Day ceremony today, it was outside, and they had a limit of 25 people, and it was a lot of space, but it was still like a mask event. Everyone else was still wearing masks, so I wore my mask, of course, but it was like, I wore lipstick, and so by the end of it, like, the mask was like stuck to my lipstick, and I could feel that I had lipstick like all over my face, and I had put on like a full face of face makeup, and it was like, if I had realized that it was gonna be a mask thing, like, that's fine, I don't mind wearing a mask, but like, I would have only done my eyes. Rather than putting on foundation and concealer and highlighter and blush and all that, because my mask pretty much covers this whole area. I would have just done. Oh well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Now that I will have a face cast, we're going to do some more building of some face prosthetics and try to do some more silly videos of me doing silly things like that, because I'm still not leaving my house really for the foreseeable future. So we're just going to keep doing weird stuff. Maybe I'll make some Christmas videos. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!